Hello and welcome to another interesting edition of Rising Borno, where we bring to you happenings and developmental strides of Governor Babagana Zulum's administration. My name is Dorcas Yakubuzala. Let's begin. Borno State Governor Professor Babagana Zulum has reiterated his commitment to create job opportunities for youths and women through vocational skills and livelihood empowerment. The governor stated this when he flagged off the second phase empowerment program initiated by Senator Kaka Shehu at the Maiduguri Government House. He commended the senator's efforts in improving the livelihood and development of his Borno Central constituents. Governor Zulum revealed that the initiative complements the ongoing post-conflict recovery and reconstruction plan across Borno. More than 3,000 beneficiaries received cash, tricycles, grinding machines, water pumps, and other agricultural equipment. He advised the beneficiaries to utilize the packs for purposeful use and urged them to expand their skills in a bid to impact and develop their communities.
Honor and privilege to stand here to witness this very important event of the distribution of empowerment items to about 3,092 beneficiaries from Borno Central by the senator representing Borno Central at the National Assembly to members of his senatorial district. This is not the first time the senator is distributing such empowerment items to members of his senatorial zone. The contributions of Senator Kakashew Lawan to the growth and development of APC in Borno State need not to be overemphasized. He has done very well. And the National Party Chairman, the Deputy National Chairman has said it all. Senator Kakashew Lawan is a very generous person. Above all, is also somebody who is firm and loyal to the party. And therefore, on behalf of the government and good of Borno State, I want to commend him for all his contributions to the members of his constituency, members of his senatorial district, as well as his contributions in the floor of the Senate in Nigeria. If you could remember, within his 2 years in office as a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, he has sponsored many bills. Among the bills that he has sponsored include the establishment of Federal University of Entrepreneurship and Agriculture in Borno. Inshallah, we shall very soon see Mr. President with a bill to receive his blessing for the establishment of this great university. This has never happened in the annals of Borno State within a short possible period. In addition to this, he has also sponsored a bill for the establishment of Federal Medical Center in Borno Central. These bills are worthy to mention here. And I want to assure the senator that the government of Borno State, my humble self, and the party in Borno State are with you. Continue doing the good works, and inshallah, Almighty Allah will reward you abundantly. Before I plug off the distribution exercise, I want to make a very small statement in Kanuri language. Jamaso, Naira cash to 500 beneficiaries. In addition to these 2,592 beneficiaries who received different items ranging from refrigerators, solar water pumps, mechanical water pumps, tricycles, motorcycles, sewing machines, amongst others. In addition to this, each of the 2,592 beneficiaries will receive a cash of 20,000 naira with a view to complementing its efforts of establishing his entrepreneurship. In addition to this, the senator is also handing over about 450 double-deck furniture to the government of Borno State, and that is why the executive chairman of the Borno State Primary Education Board is here in order to collect these items. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. May God bless the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. May God bless the Vice President. May God bless APC and indeed the people of Borno State. Assalamu alaikum.
Governor Babagana Zulum conducted a similar empowerment program for the senator representing Borno North, where 30 tricycles, 60 mini pickups and utility vehicles were presented to his constituents. During the flag-off on Friday, Governor Zulum commended Senator Mongonu for the initiative and emphasized that his administration will collaborate with the state lawmakers to provide infrastructures in northern Borno. Meanwhile, Senator Mongonu noted that he has facilitated 11 projects worth 16 billion naira across Borno North.
Privileged to stand here this morning for the purpose of distributing empowerment materials by the senator representing Borno North in the person of Senator M.T. Mongonu today, Friday, the 25th of 2025, to the glory of God in the government house. This is not the first time the senator has been providing such empowerment. He started this one since the last 20 years when he was a member of the House of Representatives today. Senator M.T. Mongonu's contributions to the growth and development of Borno State need not to be overemphasized. His empowerment does not only stop from northern Borno, but it has also reached the nook and crannies of Borno State. I want to commend you and I want to assure the government of Borno State under my distinguished leadership will continue to support you with a view to meeting the demands of our own people. The senator has said it all. In addition to what he is distributing today, you have heard from him that he has facilitated the implementation of some laudable programs and projects in his own senatorial zones. The total amount of money voted in this year's budget for a senatorial zone amount to about 15 billion naira. This will go a long way in complementing the efforts of the state government. Let me use this opportunity to commend the federal government of Nigeria, commend the senator for this very good initiative. These initiatives will ensure promotion of educational standards in northern Borno State, will ensure that road infrastructure in northern Borno State will receive the desired attention. On this note, let me once again commend you, and let me also bring to the general public that what the senator is distributing this money is 13 numbers of Lexus Jeep to members of his senatorial zone, 60 mini buses, mini pickups, plus 30 tricycles. These items worth millions of naira will be distributed to the beneficiaries this afternoon. I urge the beneficiaries to ensure judicial utilization of the resources of the item that will be given to them this morning. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. May God bless Borno North. May God bless Borno Central, Borno in general, and indeed Senator M.T. Mongonu and all other politicians that are in Borno State. Jamaat assalamu alaikum. Dr. Degana Kasarata Ramananian.
The state governor has urged the Nigerian military to provide more manpower, logistics, and offensive operations against Boko Haram and ISWAP terrorists. He stated this when the Minister of Defense, State Minister, and Chief of Defense Staff, with other senior officers, visited Borno for an operational tour on Friday. Zulum expressed optimism that their presence will lead to more success. He wants more military manpower and focus on the Lake Chad region, which is key to President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda in food security. While appealing for offensive operations against the terrorists, he urged the federal government to enhance surveillance and border security, especially in the Sahel region, which has been porous to vulnerability and infiltration of armed groups and weapons.
I want to most sincerely thank you for this visit, and it is our sincere hope that this visit will change the security narrative in Borno State. A lot has been said about what is ongoing in Borno State, but inshallah, we are optimistic that the security situation will be okay very soon. We have to be resilient enough and ensure that the successes that have so far been recorded will not be diminished, inshallah. On my own part as the governor of Borno State, I want to assure you that I will provide the necessary political will needed and commitment needed to collaborate and support the Nigerian military with a view to ending the insurgency. I also want to use this opportunity to commend the federal government of Nigeria, commend the Ministry of Defense and the service chiefs for all the supports that they have been rendering to the government and good people of Borno State. Let me use this opportunity to commend the outgoing theater commander as well as the GOC 70 and Sector 3 for their continued support to ending the insurgency. Notwithstanding my comments, I believe I can say some few words. And later we may add some things discreetly. Some of the problems that we are facing in Borno State, amongst others, are lack of limited manpower covering Timbuktu tribe, Tumbus, Mandara Hills, and indeed our porous borders. Manpower is very essential. While I'm very much aware of the constraints of the Nigerian army, because right now you are everywhere. You are in the northwestern Nigeria, north central, the northeast, as well as southern Nigeria. I'm aware of your limitations, but still considering the problem that we're having in the northeastern region, I believe the Nigerian army will look into the possibility of sending more trained manpower to northeastern Nigeria. There is difference between ISWAP, Boko Haram, and bandits. ISWAP and Boko Haram are terrorists getting support from the international. And then looking at our porous borders, many infiltrate into the country through the Sahel. This is one of our major problems. If the Sahel is not secured, the entire Nigeria will never be secured. So there is a need for us to fortify the security situation in the Sahel with a view to ending the crisis in the entire nation. So we need manpower. Then in terms of military operations has to be continued. It should be a continuous exercise. What we are facing now is that we do military exercise after some period, we disengage. These ISWAP and Boko Haram members will again come and take over all those areas that were hit at all, regain. This is why in 2017, the UN resolutions on security has clearly stated that military operations has to be followed by some stabilization mechanisms, reconstruction, rehabilitation, resettlement. There should be at least some forces that will keep the ground. Otherwise, they will come back. What has recently happened in Borno State is complacency. We felt everything is okay, Northeast is okay, and they are regrouping now. But I believe the Nigerian military will not allow them to regain their lost ground. So, military operations requires funding. It's not an easy task. And I believe we work hard with the service chiefs to ensure that operations in Borno State, especially in the Mandra Hills, Sambisa Triangle, Tinubu Triangle, and the Tumbus, will be of a continuous nature. Then secondly, there was never a time since the insurgency had started up to date that operations were conducted in the Tumbus, in the shores of in the Tumbus, in the water. Never a time. And that this has been a breeding ground for the insurgents. They can earn money there. They can earn their means of livelihood. They can get everything in the waterways. So there is a need for us to see how military operation will be conducted in the waterways, in the tumbs. Those that are operating in Northwest, North Central, in the Northeast, all of them will return to the Sahel, will return to the lake, the tumbs, for their livelihood. So I think this is something that has to be done. I don't need to say it all, but I think we still need tanks, both track and wheel tanks. We need MBRL 40 barrel guns and their corresponding ammunitions. We need MRAPs. I believe these are some of the requests at the end of the day. The theater commander and then the military operations in Borno State will also request from you people. Then in terms of Air Force, we need more air power. I'm aware of the constraint that we are facing in terms of getting access to helicopters and others. But attack helicopters are very important in these areas. Drones are very important. The last attack that we had in Wilgo was carried out by Boko Haram and ISWAP, was with the support of armed drones. It's a confirmed statement. They hit the MNJTF headquarters with armed drones. So this is the time that the Nigerian military will rise again to procure more drones, sophisticated drones, and drones so that we shall get rid of these problems. Last but not the least, while we are working towards the kinetic measures, we should also encourage the non-kinetic measures, which is also very important. Reconciliation is very important. In Borno State, within the last 3 years, we received over 300,000 repentant Boko Haram members and their families. Not all of them are fighters. Some are farmers that were forcefully conscripted into the idea. But this idea is yielding fruitful results. Yes, we know we have some certain challenges. But non-kinetic measures is supposed to be reckoned with. We started this one together with the Chief of Defense Staff when he was the theater commander here. And I want to thank the outgoing theater commanders and all the GOCs for the support that they have been rendering to the non-kinetic measures. It's yielding a very positive result. Let us not be discouraged, notwithstanding some of the lapses that we have been facing under this program. Then the last but not the least is the Chad Basin, the crane one. Chad Basin has a very serious potential that can support the renewed hope agenda of this administration, which is agricultural production. We have over 300,000 hectares of land lying fallow. But we cannot cultivate the lands because of insecurity. I believe a small push on the side of the Nigerian army, on the side of the Nigerian military, will ensure establishment of army formations in our farmhouses, Krenoa, so that people will have access to the agricultural lands. We have vast land. Whether we like it or not, one of the root causes of this insurgency is not limited to endemic poverty. And then our resettlement drive. Without human beings occupying some key strategic villages, security will never be obtained. The nexus between peace, security, and development need not be overemphasized. Once there's no peace, there will be no security, and once there's no security, there's no development. I want to most sincerely thank the Nigerian Army for the support that they have given me in resettling the communities.
It was a great pleasure to be here with this powerful team from the defense sector of our country. Everybody that matters is here. The Chief of Defense Staff himself, the two commanders, the outgoing and the incoming, and the representative of all the service chiefs are here. We are here this morning, or this afternoon, Your Excellency, to engage our team here to find out what other requirements, additional requirements, so as to stop the new trend that we have been seeing of insecurity in Borno State and the Northeast. Ours is to engage them, find out what are the requirements in both men and equipment. And the President has authorized us to do this and make sure that we provide them with all the necessary men and equipment that they need to stop this ugly tide that we have been seeing in the recent time. And indeed, Borno State have enjoyed over time relative peace. With your determination, Your Excellency, we have seen people going back to their towns and villages and engaging in farming activities. But the recent tide is trying to threaten that you are initiating. I want to assure you on behalf of the President that we'll nip this in the bud, and that we'll continue to enjoy the relative peace that we've been enjoying period to these instances that have happened recently, and we will provide all that is needed to make sure you achieve your aim on locating people back to their various towns and engage in their various profession, businesses, and farming. The President gave us that assurance and also asked us to assure you that he will not relent until we have seen the end of this ugly trend. And we are committed. And we have seen we are committed. And we will put a serious watch on this theater and get report daily to make sure that they get all they need to fight this war and end it. Your Excellency, we also are here to engage you and the state on what advice and guidance you might have for the armed forces and what you believe needs to be done to share ideas on how to strategize better, because you have been here all the time and you know what matters, and you have seen from time to time our operations and how we change and modify operations over time. So we believe your suggestions and ideas will help us further strengthen our own organization, our own tactics, our own ideas on how to end this thing.
And that wraps it for Rising Borno. See you again next week for another interesting edition of the program. My name is Dorcas Yakubuzala. Goodbye.